Welcome to the new episode of Sorry I Didn't Come with a Filter podcast with your host Vasilios Politis, or just Vasilios. I just started recording also a live one, so whatever. I did capture, I think I was talking about the new NXT last night, and it looks actually pretty good. I like how they have the Capital Wrestling Corp, whatever it is, at the Performance Center. It looks really good. I honestly actually enjoyed this pay-per-view, or this NXT, a little bit more than I expected. It was pretty good. I really did enjoy it. I thought Pete Dunne was going to be the next NXT champ, but it looks like Tommaso Ciampa did. Again, that's a great direction, because it's the 2.0. I know there's some contracts coming up. I hear Pete Dunne did sign a new one recently, a 3-year deal with the WWE, which keeps him in the WWE for 3 more years. Carries him all the way, I believe, to 2024. That would be 3 years, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. My math would serve me. I know Johnny Gargano's is coming up, and apparently what everybody's thinking, like I heard from all the other wrestling podcasts and that, especially Wrestling Inc. Daily, that it looks like he might leave. But I respect all their opinions. I respect their views on that. And you know what? I think he might actually stay with WWE. He's that kind of guy that could stick around and prosper in this whole new NXT thing, because especially with this index wedding, now marriage going on, and the way, I think it's a good way to keep him going, and especially that he is expecting his first child with Candice LeRae, and I believe they want to they're happy because they don't have to travel as much as if they would go to AEW or up on the main roster. They stay in NXT, they're happy, they can keep their family going. Next week is a big match. It's Kushida defending his NXT Cruiserweight Championship against Roderick Strong of the Diamond Mine. I saw the Diamond Mine. I see these Creed brothers. What the hell? These guys are like freaking crazy. Rick Steiner's son made his NXT debut, and I'm going to tell you, there is a new badass in that company. I did rewatch Raw last night. Karrion Kross not wearing the gladiator crap. Okay, if you're gonna make him wear this helmet, do it like in a doomsday kind of way, like one of your big pay-per-views, like WrestleMania or SummerSlam, and have this, like, whatever feud he's going with, make him go with it. It will work. Just kind of like The Undertaker and that whole thing, and everybody has those special, like, robes and stuff for their gimmicks. That's pretty cool. As you see, I'm on my, I do have carbs, I do have my pop, but I only have it when I want it. I'm mostly drinking water nowadays, and I'm on a chicken and rice diet, higher protein, less carb, losing weight. Today is an off day for me for losing weight, or working out today, because I'm pretty stiff and I had to do a couple of errands today, and I had some other appointments to deal with. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Now, Big E being the world champ, Keith Lee coming back as a heel champ, it looks very, very well into a possible feud. You can easily, I know the draft's coming up in October, at the beginning of October, so don't get too much of your hopes up here. But if I could say, the first feud he's going to have, it's going to be with Bobby Lashley for a while, and then it's going to be, Randy Orton, and then it's possibly Goldberg. And then you're going to see, like, Keith Lee and whoever the draft is. I believe Drew McIntyre is probably going to go over to Raw or to SmackDown, feud with Roman Reigns for a while, until they get the whole Lesnar thing sorted and get him back into the pitcher. You gotta remember, he just returned, so don't expect too much big things coming with Brock. And I think they want to build that to a WrestleMania, which would make a lot more sense. AEW Dynamite is on tonight. Yes, it is the very first match and debut of Adam Cole, baby, the Panama City Playboy. Yep. He's taking on Kaz, Frankie Kazarian. That's all right. I'm enjoying it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what CM Punk, Taz, and Team Taz do. That is something I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to seeing Bryan Danielson and Kenny Omega. I'm really looking forward to tonight. I know it's going to be probably off the hook. Maybe we might get another Andrade and Pac match or something to... I didn't get to see it. I missed it. I freaking really do miss certain things. I'm always running around. I'm always working. So, another big thing is happening. I now know that the camps are gone. Some coffee left. Whoops. The NHL season is upon us here, people. Training camp starting soon. I see the training camp for Canucks. I've been looking at some stuff on Blanchard Report and other things for the Canuck media. For Canuck Nation, we really do have a really strong possibility of no urgency, but making the playoffs this year. Our division looks pretty bleak. If you go Knights, Oilers, Canucks, that's it. And then you go Flames, Seattle, and I can't say anything about the California teams. I'm sorry. I'll throw out LA in there, but Anaheim's a dark horse. San Jose's rebuild and stuff like that, so it's not going to really work. And I also heard the offer sheet or the qualifying offer from Senators to Brady Tkachuk was like 8 years, worth almost more than $8 million. He's probably going to sign it, so don't worry about that. The Hughes front is supposed to be coming down pretty soon here. I think either today or tomorrow you'll hear it. Petey has finally started seeing some offers that what he's been holding out for in Sweden and looking at other guys getting. He's pretty much going to sign his what I've heard is it $8 million 3-year deal or $8 million 4 years. I'm not 100% sure. This is like I only see what I see on the internet, what I read, what I see on YouTube. So I'm not gonna. This is what I hear and what I see on Twitter. Last night was a very hard pill to swallow. My Blue Jays, they got shut out. But that's okay. It's a 3-way race for the first wild card spot, and it's okay. The Blue Jays will do it. But I see my Dodgers winning the title again this year. I'm sorry. The Dodgers are on they're hard to beat. And that's great. I love the Dodgers. I'm Greek, so I love the Dodgers, blue and white, and that's my colors from one side of my family. And then I got my Blue Jays, who I'm Canadian, so I cheer for my Canadian guys. Hey, I'm just hoping Vladdy can get at least to 70 home runs this year, and that'd be a freaking stellar year for him. Fantastic year. As I preclude here, I have been like the NFL. I don't even know who's playing tomorrow. Like seriously, I'm sorry. I don't even know, because I've kind of fallen off a little bit of what I've been trying to accomplish with my life a little, and I've been a little behind on everything. So let's see, what's tomorrow's game? Tomorrow's game. Oh God, Giants and Reds and Washington football team, or as I like to say, what the, or what that. Sorry, it's just like their initials are WFT, and if you switch the F and the T around, come on, you can make the puns. I say I call the Giants winning. It's not going to be a very big score, so I'm taking the Giants on that one. But the Sundays, you got the Raiders versus Steelers. Okay, the Raiders are coming off a pretty big win, especially in overtime with the Ravens. I don't think, a lot of people think the Raiders are a big team. I just don't see it. Even with Peterman, I like Peterman as a quarterback. He's a young quarterback. He's good. Derek Carr, cocky little bastard he is, but hey, whatever. He deserves the right to do it. He's a quarterback. I'm not. I'm a running back and tight end and safety. I'm no wide receiver, dude. So, sorry. 49ers, Eagles. Jalen Hurts is going to surprise people this Sunday. And I'm pretty sure the Eagles are going to upset the 49ers. Just how I see it. Texans versus Browns. This is one of those games that I can actually say honestly, it is a hard one to call. Because Deshaun Watson, he's playing well to see if he can get traded. And that's a smart move. I like that. He's playing well just to see if he can get moved. But again, there is a lot of other guys out there. Like, you still have your Cam Newton. You still have other quarterbacks out there looking for jobs. So, still, if you want a Deshaun Watson, he's playing pretty damn good. So, any team that's looking for a quarterback for the playoffs, Deshaun's your man. Bronx, Jaguars. Bridgewater did really well last week. I know that. I know he did very well last week. Who were they playing? They were playing the Giants. So, yeah, he did very well. And, he's going up with T-Law. So, T-Law did well. He did well in his first game. Second game is a lot higher expectations. You still got Gardner there, Mishu Gardner or whatever. He's still there. Just everybody has to understand it's got to take, when you're a number one quarterback or number one overall pick, sometimes you kind of take a dip. Again, but I digress. Saints versus Panthers. Sam Darnold did pretty well against his former team. I'm pretty sure of that last week. Let's see. What was the score? It was only a 5-point game, but again, the Jets didn't let up on Sam Darnold. So, Sammy boy, he's going to be in some work. You do got Jameis Winston over there in the Saints, and I'm pretty sure he's amped. He's amped. I know they're missing a couple of the top players, but again, they'll do fine. Sean Payton's a great coach. He'll coach him through it. And then you got the Rams versus the Colts. So you got Carson Wentz versus Matthew Stafford. Two guys on two brand new teams. Did very well last week because Matthew Stafford beat the Bears handily by 20 points, so that's pretty good. And then you got, Wentz, I believe he did pretty damn well in his game again. Oh, no, he lost by 8 or 9 points to the Seahawks, but he was doing pretty well. Apparently, like, what I was watching, and I was watching so many games I couldn't really keep track. Seattle's was all over the place in the first few quarters there. And, yeah, again, new players, new systems kind of thing with Carroll, but it's all right. The Colts and Rams game is going to be a very interesting one, I would say. That would be probably the highlight game, the number one. And then you go and look at the Bills versus Dolphins. Bills coming off a pretty tough loss against the Steelers, because I believe what happened there was the Steelers beat them by, 23-16. Not Josh Allen's best game, but again, Josh Allen, that's just gonna wake up the beast. And the Dolphins didn't do... They beat the Patriots by 1 point in the first game. Like, that was probably their first win against... Or second or third win against the Patriots, apparently, in the last few years. But it was only by 1 point. Mac Jones did freaking well. You know, it was a tough one. But if you're going to look at the Bills versus the Dolphins, Tua versus Josh Allen, I'm basically a top candidate for the NFL Player of the Year, MVP. Yes. This is going to be a pretty hard game for Dolphins to even win. Patriots versus Jets. Now, this is interesting to me. This is my second interesting highlight game this is my funny facts. I'm going to introduce funny facts. Funny facts to this is, you got Mac Jones, Nick Saban, Bill Belichick, two best friends from Alabama. Alabama! I love it. Have mac and cheese. Okay? The Kraft KD dude. Mac Jones versus Zach Wilson. Okay. I don't care what anybody says. Zach Wilson is going to be a dynamite candidate for Rookie of the Year this year in the NFL. I will say that. So will Mac Jones. They'll both be contenders. So this game, this is the first meeting. I would tell you right now, pay attention to this game. Pay attention and hard attention to this game, because this game is going to show you what the future holds for both these teams. Especially the Jets. With Wilson being at the helm and being such a dynamic player and a great arm, it is all on him. With the young roster they have, a young defensive core, a young offensive core, that still works in his favor. I know Flacco's there for, emotional support and mental support. But again, just keep giving the ball to Wilson. Wilson's going to break the ceiling. He's going to break the glass ceiling. He's going to grab that brass bar and he's going to shove that bar up everybody's single fucking ass. So that's my hot take, my funny facts for this week. Bengals versus the Bears. The Bears better wake up and just give the ball to Fields. That's it. Nothing to say about the Bears on that end. Bengals got Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, very good quarterback. I don't know about this team. They don't have AJ Green there anymore, so I couldn't tell you. If Fields is playing this weekend, it's going to be the Bears. If he's not, and it's Dalton, it's the Bengals. Falcons versus Buccaneers. I'm sorry to say this, but it's going to be the GOAT 12. TB12, the GOAT. He's going to run roughshod again all over the Falcons. I'm sorry. Max Ryan deserves a better spot than ATL Falcons. I'm sorry, ATL. I love you guys down there, but still, the poor guy, he's been there forever, and you guys haven't done much for him. Like, come on, ownership and management. Do something for the poor guy. Vikings versus Cardinals. I'm going to say. Just going to say it. 3 names. Just 3 names. J.J. Watt, DeAndre Hopkins, and Kyler Murray. That's all I'm going to say for that game. That's all I got to say. Titans versus Seahawks. Seahawks may have lost by 1 point. Or won or lost. I'm pretty sure they won. I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't... Again, I was watching so many games, I couldn't pay attention. They won. Okay, so... The Titans, I can't tell you much about the Titans because I don't follow the Titans, but they did lose to the Cardinals pretty bad. So this weekend, you're going to see DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. They're just going to lock it down with Wilson. Wilson's going to do his thing. He's going to throw the ball. He's going to run for yards. That's it. That's all I got to say about that one. Cowboys versus Chargers. Okay, so this is going to be the first game without Gallup for the Cowboys because he's out right now with a calf strain. Chargers. I'm sorry, you're going to get manhandled pretty bad by these guys. I'm sorry. Again, I'm going to name 3 names. Actually, I'm going to go 4. 4 names. And they're all offensive. First one, number 4, Ezekiel Elliott. Number 3, Amari Cooper. Number 2, Dak Prescott. And number 1, CeeDee Lamb. That's it. They got it. They're going to win it. Chiefs versus Ravens. I am pretty sure this is going to be a funny fact highlight reel number 1 take for me. You got Lamar Jackson, last year's MVP. You have former MVP of the Super Bowl. Shall I say it? Do you really want me to say his name? Patrick fucking Mahomes, who is also a former NFL MVP of the year, Super Bowl champion, who has a pretty damn good weapon in Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. Shall I say anymore? Just saying. Sammy Watkins is on the Ravens. They don't need him in the Chiefs. And then you got, that's your Sunday nighter game. That's the last game of the Sunday night. So your Monday night, you got Goff versus Rodgers. Okay, Rodgers fans, I am going to hear this. Packer fans are going to fucking scream at me. I fucking know this, and this is how it is. It is going to be madness come Monday. For one, are the Packers going to give the ball back to Rodgers? Yes. Was it a total blowout of a game? Yes. Was it that bad for him? Yes. Is he going to redeem himself? Fuck yeah. Jared Goff, I can't believe it, but again, it was such a tight game this last Sunday with the 49ers. As I said, Goff is going to do fucking great in Detroit. It's a coach there that is smart, too. He's smart. Don't get me wrong. McVay is smart, too. He's a high caliber coach in... Sorry, I just turned off my other TV. I had to. I know it's a tad little dark in here, but, you know, that's shitty lighting. It's just... McVay is going to have it. He's going to have his run with Mr. Stafford over there. I know the Chargers have Justin Herbert, but I wasn't going to say much. I want to see how this guy plays this weekend, and I'll talk about the Chargers next weekend. But back to what I was just saying. Lions versus Packers, Monday night. It is going to be something of, like, this team, Lions, they're going to come off with such good momentum because they were finally into a game where they actually could have won this game. Packers are coming off a game where this was actually Rodgers' very first brutal defeat in his entire legacy of being a GOAT kind of player for Green Bay to lose so bad. And I think that's just going to fire him up a little more, antagonize him, piss him off, get him out there and can throw this goddamn ball. I know I'm swearing here, but I just don't give a damn. I will go to the fucking grave and tell you tonight, or this Monday coming up, it is going to be a bloodshed football game between the Lions and the Packers. Lions do not want to go 0-2. Okay? 0-2. And I'm pretty sure the Packer fans don't want the Packers going 0-2. So somebody's going to have to take a loss. So it's going to be a bloodbath, and it's going to be an entertaining bloodbath. It is going to be the best Monday nighter I've seen in my life, because you got two teams. One came from last week almost winning, and one losing massively. I don't give a what anybody says about it. End of discussion. My take, my opinion. Tell me your opinion. Give me your view. Hit me back. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like button. Leave more comments. I will check these out. I will comment on, especially on this last one with the Green Bay and Detroit. I want to hear from you. I want to hear this, because I love seeing two teams basically lose. One was on the cusp, and the other one just totally annihilated. I want to hear this. And this is all from me, your boy, at Sorry I Didn't Come With a Filter podcast. I may be controversial, but it's just my take and my opinion and my view from what the news I hear. So everybody have a wonderful hump day, and